So why did I buy a 7-year-old cinema camera? This is the Blackmagic Production Camera 4K in 2020. I managed to pick this up for $900 with a wooden camera cage and a power kit. You can find them even cheaper on eBay if you look for a while. I knew I wanted one in some sort of a bundle, so it worked out perfectly. A lot of the work I do involves interviews. This camera fits into my workflow extremely well. I use the BMPC 6K as an A camera for interview setups. I own a Fujifilm X-T4 that I had been using as my B cam, but I find it hard cutting the two together. Along with the difficulty in matching the cameras, the difference in codecs were another huge drawback. I bought the BMPC because it shoots 4K ProRes HQ internally. This is typically what I use for all of my commercial and personal projects. With this camera, I can now use the exact same codec for my A and B cameras. Another huge benefit of this camera is the sensor size. Unlike something like the Pocket 4K, it has a Super 35 sensor. This will allow for better light sensitivity, though this is no low-light camera, a shallower depth of field if that is desired than Micro Four Thirds, and it'll be easier to get wider shots due to the lesser crop factor. The color science and 12 stops of dynamic range are obviously other huge benefits with a camera like this. Blackmagic's rich colors are pretty amazing. That benefit, I think, goes without being said and can be really displayed through some of the footage I've put through this video. An unforeseen benefit is the global shutter. This is different from a rolling shutter due to the way the image is captured by the sensor. A global shutter basically means no jello effect in any camera movement. I didn't know that I would like this so much, but I definitely think motion and camera movements definitely look better with a global shutter. No camera is perfect, obviously. This camera has a lot of hindrances. Its lack of any frame rates above 30 frames per second is definitely not ideal. The awkward size of the camera, even though I really kind of like the shape of it. The lack of XLR ports built into the camera, and the inevitable rigging that is required. These hindrances are definitely all to be expected though and can be easily solved. This is definitely a camera that requires some intentionality, but with patience and a little extra thought, you can make it look amazing. I've owned the original Blackmagic, the Pocket 4K, the Pocket 6K, and now the 4K production camera. I'm a huge fan of Blackmagic and definitely recommend this camera in 2020 if you need something that can perform strongly for narrative video work. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe. Let me know what you think about this format. Instead of a talking head, do you prefer a talking head or do you mind just a voiceover? I'm going to try out a few different things, so let me know what you think.